Ready? Now? Good morning, parents of our Tara High School students. Welcome again to your parent meeting. Today we're doing a number of things and that we want to bring to your attention again. Hopefully you've all chimed in, but I know at some point you will. What we're doing today, we're building relationships. Our students have been trying over the past weeks, they've been learning the different types of relationships in conjunction with the TOPS University and Jumpstart, what tracks that they're on, and how they want to convey to their parents that they are going to finish high school. What we have today, we have a special guest who's going to come and talk to you, the parents, on relationships as well. We also have our Miss Frazier, Miss Ariane Frazier, who's going to bring to you some more information that's pertinent for your children's benefit and their track that they're on for graduation. Students will help you parents to learn the tracks that they're on, the TOPS University, Jumpstart, and also in creating their LASFA Hub account. That's so important. Mainly, they have an ID that the state of Louisiana has appointed each of our children. They will go in and with the prompts, they will be able to set that account up. Ms. Frazier is going to give you more information on that. But that's a must that all of our students must do. They must create their account. And lastly, we're going to be doing a survey. A survey. You must complete the short survey at the end of the showing. That's important. If you have not filled out your account, the Hub account yet, make sure you put a no so that we can go back, find you, and make sure that it gets completed. Our principal is going to join us this morning because we have a treat, not just for the parents, we have a treat for students. We have an incentive for the students to come and pen a love letter to our parents. So at this time, it's my pleasure to have Miss Shalonda Hollins, who will take a minute and take a time and introduce our guest speaker that's going to talk to you this morning, Ms. Deronda Parker Latham. Ms. Hollins? Yes. Go.
Deronda Parker Latham, Master of Social Work, Licensed Clinical Social Worker, Board Approved Clinical Supervisor. Deronda is the owner and clinical director of Generations Individual and Family Treatment Services, LLC, GIFTS. She has 30 years of clinical experience in working with emotionally and mentally at-risk boys and girls, as well as her family members in Louisiana, within the school system, detention center facilities, secure facilities, as well as in the community. Deronda began her career as a social worker in 1991 in the community. Deronda began her career in the social worker in 1991 with the Department of Corrections, where she later retired in 2012 after her tenure of servicing as clinical director of a secure facility and community social worker in Lafayette and Hammond. Serving as the Director of Social Services in the Secure Facility for Youth in 2001, Deronda developed, monitored, and evaluated gender-specific programs for the adolescent female population. In 2006, Deronda received an auxiliary certificate for the Board of Education in Attendance and Child Welfare while providing parenting and life skills training for elementary and high school students. Beginning in 2008, DeRhonda served as program coordinator for after-hours crisis services in Southeast Louisiana for children and adolescents with emotional, behavioral, and mental health concerns. Throughout her career, she has been active in grant writing, monitoring contracts, assessing youth, and developing clinical programs. Her agency's motto is Building Healthy Families, Bridging Kinship Gaps. DeRhonda earned her Bachelor of Arts degree in pre-professional social work in 1989 from Louisiana Tech University and her Master of Social Work degree from Louisiana State in 1991. She is presently a candidate for her Doctor of Social Work degree in Capella University. I now introduce Ms. DeRhonda Parker.
Let's go. You need a chair? Okay. Come, pick a chair. Huh? Which one? Okay. Can you bring it up?
Thank you, Ms. Hollins, for that wonderful introduction. Hello, parents. I would like to thank everyone for giving me the opportunity to talk with you all today. So basically, we're just going to have a discussion about healthy relationships when it comes to developing one with your children. So I guess everyone say, hey, I know what a healthy relationship is. I have a healthy relationship with my kids. Or you know what, sometimes my kids are just over the top and I get overwhelmed. But some of the things that we don't pay attention to are the small things that comes easily to us, and sometimes we overlook and we don't realize that we're doing, but they're so beneficial to maintaining a healthy relationship with our kids. So the first thing that I want to talk about is positive relationships between parents and children, and how it's important for not only the relationship but the development of your kids. One thing that we don't do sometimes because of the hustle and bustle of our careers, going back to school, managing our household, sometimes we don't take advantage of being in the moment. Being in the moment means accepting what's going on with your kids, listening to what's going on with your kids, helping to get them through whatever it is that's going on, listening to them, taking advantage of good things like catching them in the moment when they're doing something positive that we may not think is a big thing, but to them it is. Because sometimes we're so quick to point out when they're not doing the right thing. It's important to catch them when they are doing the right thing, catching them and staying in the moment. The second thing I want to talk about is quality time. Spending quality time with your kids. What does that look like? Some of us think that it's throwing a big party, going out, buying things, but spending quality time are the little things. Like when you're waking up in the morning, having a routine with singing a song, or just talking about what happened the night before, or expectations for the day, or just reminding them, hey, if anything happens, I'm just a text or a phone call away. Or when I get back home, let's sit down and get some ice cream so that we can chat to go over your day. Those small reminders are so important to adolescents and teenagers. And sometimes we forget that because we feel like their friends are the most important people. But remember, we are always the role model. We're the ones that they look at 24/7, even though they may be resistant or being rebellious, or we think that they're not paying attention. So spending quality time doesn't mean an hour. It can be 5 minutes. 5 minutes of something that they remember, that they can hold on to. Creating a caring environment of trust and respect. Now, I don't know about you all, but I grew up where the attitude was keep children in their place, and we can do, they have to do certain things and we have to do certain things. But a caring and respectful environment means allowing the child to be who they are, and you can provide the discipline and the consequences, but be structured in the fact that, hey, I have a listening ear, we can talk about this, but we can probably make some decisions together. But if I have to place a consequence to show you that what you did was wrong, I will do that, but I'm still here for you. And it's okay to discipline your children or have structure, but it's also most important to make them feel like they are heard and they are important. So the 3 things that I want to stress is staying in the moment with your children, making sure that every moment counts, making sure that you share with them or you reiterate that even though mom is working hard or I may be distracted, I am still here. Make sure that you have an accepting ear. And when I say an accepting ear, I don't mean that you accept everything that you do, but you accept where they are and help them to get through whatever it is that they're going through. So sometimes our teenagers they think that they know everything, they think that some of their parents are square, but at the end of the day, the person that they look for nurturing and a caring environment is their guardian or their parent, the person that they want to be there for them, especially when they are struggling. So thank you all for giving me the opportunity to talk with you all today, to give you these little tidbits. And remember, a caring and a loving environment is the environment that our kids need to thrive and to move on to their next phase of life. Thank you.
Ms. Latham, thank you so much. Parents, I know you would love to question Ms. Latham, and one day we will be back together. We will be in our library or some wonderful area of our school that you can interface not just with our speakers, but with the teachers as well. And I'd love to, at this point, present to you a token of our appreciation from the Consumer and Family and Consumer Department, because if not for them, they provided this token for you, along with baking cookies, penning letters. It's just been fun. So we thank you so much for taking the time to come and visit with us.
Okay,
thank
you
you.
so much.
Okay.
All right, I want to say thank you again, and that was actually a really good segue into my portion. I'm Miss Frazier. I am your Las Figueras OSSC coordinator here on campus. A big part of what was just said, parents, is that we need you. We need you to support your students. We need you to be there for your students throughout these moments. You know, make sure that you are having conversations with them. Make sure that you're checking J Campus. Make sure you're talking to your students' teachers, their counselors, because your students are on pathways. Those pathways leading into whichever career or college opportunity they want. With those pathways, teachers, there are two. Parents, there are 2 pathways. There's either your TOPS U pathway, or there's a jumpstart pathway. Within those 2 pathways, there are particular classes that your students have to take. Those classes are leading them to either graduating and going to a 4-year university, or being able to graduate and attend a 2-year university, or go straight into a career choice. If your student is jumpstart, They are taking courses that will gain them certifications to go straight to the work field. We have more certifications that we're planning to add to the Jumpstart program next year, which leads us to our Terra 2.0. Terra 2.0 is putting Terra in position of being the technology school of East Baton Rouge Parish. Our principal that is new to us this year said that we're going to be the hub of technology. So with those pathways, we're building relationships with LSU, with BRCC, and hopefully new to the program will be Southeastern University. What those universities and colleges are offering is opportunities for your kids to gain certifications, to go straight to work, making $15 up to $25 an hour, or becoming salaried employees. So parents, start looking at those things. Start talking to your students about it. Are they top shoe, planning to go to a 4-year university, or do they plan on going straight into the workforce or to a 2-year university that can help them gain more certifications? Have those deep conversations. With those conversations, parents, today we have a few students who want to pledge their commitment to you, their commitment to completing the graduation requirements that will make them eligible to gain whatever resources, whatever pathways, whatever future they have planned for themselves, gaining the certifications, gaining the diplomas that will get them to the pathway of either their career choice or their college or university choice. So parents, today we have a few students who are going to commit themselves to you. We had several students to write letters of commitments, but today we're going to hear from 3 different kids. Those 3 different students are Terra High School students who are Top Shoe or Jumpstart students, and they just want to show their commitment to you, parents. They have written some love letters. Within these love letters, being though it's Valentine's Day weekend, with these love letters are love letters of commitment. So with all of that being said, parents, I'm going to get our students to come forward and pledge their commitment to you in gaining whatever is necessary to complete either their Top Shoe program or their Jumpstart program.
Say your name, introduce yourself.
Say your name and introduce yourself. Read your name. Go further. Right there.
Hi, I'm Jayla Schaefer, and this is a letter to my mother.
Good morning.
Dear Mom, I really don't know where to start with this, but I guess I'll start off by saying this. Thank you. You did the strongest thing a Black woman could do. Birth and raise children and always being here for me when I needed you. I don't know what I would do without you. You put a roof over our head, clothes on our back, shoes on our feet. You done everything for me. You taught me right from wrong, and you even taught me how to write my name. You raised me and my siblings not alone, but alongside with my father. But the backbone of the household is you. I feel that I can rely on you the most in any type of situations. I remember in elementary school, our teachers used to ask, who do you admire the most? Of course I said, I admired you. You are the person that I want to be. I really appreciate how you are a strong, independent, beautiful Black woman. You stand on your own. You hold your own. You accept your own faults. And you don't let them bring you down. You are the woman that I want to be like. We have a bond that nobody can ever understand. Our conversations go from, hey girl, to see you later girl. Some people may think it's disrespect, but it's just the way that we communicate. To end this all, I just want to say thank you, and I love you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Nakawar, and this is my Valentine's letter to my mother. Dear Mom, you're like my best friend that I never had. When life seemed hard and boring, you were the one to make everything better. We have a bond that is unbreakable and can be touched. We were meant to be by each other's side no matter what happens. You're the one that made sure I had clothes on my back, a roof over my head, and food in my mouth. Even though you are a single mother, you still held it down for me and my brothers. You are a strong, independent, loving, and caring mother. I applaud you for staying strong and motivated as long as I can remember. You have and always been there for me and my brothers. Your life has always been filled with mysteries and journeys that you didn't even know were coming, but more are coming your way. Just keep a smile on your face and never let anyone see you fail. Keep pushing yourself to be a better person than you already are. Remember that you are loved by many people because of who you are and not by what you have done. Your life is filled with loving and supportive family and friends. We all will be there for you, whether it's in hard times or thick times. I am thankful for all of your inevitable lessons that you have taught. No one can never replace you. You're irreplaceable. Just for you being strong and there for me, I will further my education and complete both high school and college for you. From your loving daughter, Nautical.
My name is Talia Brady, and this love letter is to my mother. My, where do I start? Well, I guess I'll start by saying, Mom, that I love you so much with all my heart, and that there's nothing in this world that can change that. I just want to let you know that I'm doing everything that I can, and I will continue to do everything that I need to do to make sure that I graduate within the next 3 months, and that I make sure I complete everything that needs to be done within tops. I just want to say that I love you so much, and that you hold a very special place in my heart, and that I can't wait to travel the world with my best friend and laugh with you and get a tan in the sun until we can't breathe anymore. I love you so much, Mom.
Talia, stay right where you are. Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Heyman. I am the principal. And Talia, I don't know if you watched the morning broadcast, but Talia has a very special performance of what she just said, and it's on the morning announcements. And I love how you incorporated Dear Mama into what you were saying. It was beautiful. And because Talia was the first student to pen one of these letters, we want to say thank you. And this is a $40 gift card to Main Event. So thank you, Talia.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, parents, I just want to say thank you. I want to thank the 3 parents in particular that were mentioned today by the students. I want to thank the students, so I want to thank Kayla, Talia, and Nautica. They did a great job, and to all the students that wrote letters. The other thing I'd like to say is, and she probably doesn't want to hear this right now, but Miss Ware put this together, and I want to say thank you to Miss Ware. She is our bridge to parents. And we just want to thank her and Miss Hollins and Miss Frazier and everyone that participated in this great event. And again, we could not do this without you, so thank you so much.
Thank you, Mr. Heyman, for those kind words. Again, I need to say thank you to so many people, but of course we don't have the time. More importantly, our executive secretary who took the time to bake cookies for the students, and Mr. Washington who provided everything that we needed for our meeting. We thank you. We thank you from the bottom of our heart. Parents, we just need you to stay with us. Come to school. Be a part of Tara High School. Be a part of this experience with these children. They need you more than ever. And this note, I will say, happy Valentine's Day. Be blessed and safe. Stay safe. Thank you. Goodbye. Anyway, I need to go give these cookies to children.